Last time on Tales of Kenzera Zau.
When we found out we were having you, we were terrified. We read all the books, spoke to all our family, our friends. But how can you be prepared for a child before you have even met them? Oh, we felt lost to Zuberi. But then, your Baba turned to me and I will never forget it. He turned and said, "Every story begins at the end of another." I looked at him. This man has lost all sense. This is what I thought. But in what he said, it comforted me. I understood a little more. Every story begins at the end of another.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we end our journey into Tales of Kenzera Zau. The last great spirit has been laid to rest. It was an epic battle, one that revealed the truth behind what happened to both Bomani and his son. Bomani had long died before we ever arrived. His spirit guided us to find the great spirit of mankind, who manifested a physical form by consuming a rage-filled and guilty-stricken son. With the final great spirit at rest, Zhao can now finish his journey. However, his story was left unfinished, as its author, Zuberi's father, died before its completion. Zuberi, the one reading this story and narrating it from the very beginning, is lost at what to do. Taking moments to reflect across his home, he finally went to meet his father's casket and speak with his mother. It was this conversation and the words left behind by his father which inspired Zuberi to finish what his father started. Zuberi will finish Zhao's story. Thus, here we are at the very end of Zhao's journey. It has been a long road full of danger, excitement, and growth. It has been an incredible journey, and now it comes to an end. We travel to the land of the dead to reunite with Zhao's father and end this tale. Let's do this! It is time to return to the place that this very journey began. Patakatifu, where Zhao made a deal with the god of death, Kalunga, to bring peace to the great spirits of the sky, of nature, and of mankind. With those three spirits now at peace, we must return to Patakatifu to finish what we've started. Let's do this.
Here, Zhao. This is where we enter the realm of the dead. The pool is the conduit, and these waters will guide us through. We can wait if we must, but when you are ready, tell me so.
Point of no return. You have reached the point of no return. When you enter the realm of the dead, you will not be able to return to Kenzera. It is time for us to enter the realm of the dead.
I'm ready to enter the realm of the dead. Yes, you are. And so am I. Wade into the pool. Plunge into the deep. It is time for you to finally see.
And thus, we are in the realm of the dead. Do we have a map? We do not. We have 6 shaman points now, the max that we can get. Interesting.
We are here. The realm of the dead. A place of peace. A final bed.
Interessante. And now we finally have the final location. The realm of the dead. A place both within us and around us. We must all go there one day, no matter how long it may take. The ultimate terminus, or perhaps, as many Kenzerans believe, simply another stop on the great journey of existence. Indeed. Let us keep going.
Rage, sorrow, like grains of sand will slip through our hands as we journey the lands. While death's fear consumes, a catalyst it becomes. for blooming in its wake as the heart overcomes. As fledglings leave their nests soaring to the sky, a parent knows inevitably they must bid their child goodbye. You see it now. I know you do. Tiwaroho, where the path begins and ends.
It is peaceful here.
That is because your heart beats with peace. It sees no more anger, no more fear, no more sorrow. Your heart beats with your ancestors now. Peace. You see it now. I know you do. I ask you now, Zau, Shaman of Amandla, are you truly ready to perform your duties as my son?
Papa, I am.
Then show me. Show me you are ready.
I did not expect this turn of events. Was the god of death posing as our father? Took his shape? Was he always our father? Either way, one final battle to prove our merit. The moon mask. No, that's not the moon mask. That's the great spirit of the sky. Okay, that's cool. Will he use another mask? Yes. The sky's the spirit of nature's mask. What does that mean? Oh. Oh! Oh! And now with the spirit of mankind. That's cool. It uses a few of the abilities of the people we fought before. No! Oh! Ah! I got stuck. It's okay now. I know what he's gonna do. There we go. For the final mask. Oh god. I got you. A second face. And he has all three masks at the same time around him. I almost just walked off. That was on me. I almost... Oh.
Oh, my Baba. Baba yangu. Baba yangu. Baba yangu.
You truly thought you could summon and barter with death itself. So headstrong, so defiant. Oh, my son.
Did I make you proud of me, Baba? Are you proud of me?
I have always been proud of you.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
What are you sorry for, my boy?
For feeling angry. Scared.
Zau, healing can only begin when we have conceded to our emotions. When we do not hide them. When we do not ignore them.
But I could not save you.
You could not save me from my fate, but you have saved many others from theirs. The path you have walked has been one of service and compassion, and that is all I could ever wish of you. A lion's heart swells with pride as they watch their cub roar with might.
Papa, I love you.
I love you too. Now, Zau, my son, perform your duty.
The end of another story. Tales of Kenzera Zau has been completed. God, in summary, a 9 out of 10. One of the best games I played this year, for many reasons. Its emotional story that anyone with family could understand and feel, to the lore both of Zuberi's world and of that of Zau's, and the connections between the two of them, even though one is just a story and the other one is the game's in-universe. The music, phenomenal. The combat, not the best I've ever played, but it served its purpose to allow the story to progress and continue. The best parts was the boss fights, I'll admit. Even though there was only a few of them, they were fun. I did like all of the introductions to the enemies, all the side characters. It was all nice. It was great. The graphics, as I've said, they're pretty good. A more unique art style in a time where modern day gaming tries to invoke realistic styles. It is a breath air, at least, to play such a game that has a unique art style to it. Honestly, it's amazing. Graphics wise, I will say, it could have been a little bit better as well. I mean, I knew some of the character models were a little too, no, I don't know what's the word, like they could have used a slight more polish to them, but regardless, I loved the specific style of the art and the direction of it, and it was great. Shout out to Salim. He made a great game. he's a great voice actor, and he helped create a great game. And I will say it definitely honored his father. Hell, it honors anyone's father who has passed away sooner than expected. It's a beautiful. Oh man, I'm almost tearing up because it's a beautiful game that I hope one day it gets its credit. It's a small game, it's technically an indie game. Not many people will play it, and I hope one day more people will see this game and play it and cherish it for what it is. A passion project for someone's father. A story that we all can relate to. It's just great. The parkour is also pretty fun, and I will say probably better than the combats for the most part. Even though there were a few bumps and bruises here and there for the parkour and for the combat for me here and there, I overall was enjoying every moment of it. And I was just hoping and waiting to find more story bits and more elements and more secrets and more things just to learn more about this universe that they have created, that the studio has created, both of Zuberi's and of Zau's. And I hope that one day, I don't know when, that this game gets a sequel of some kind, whether it's a prequel to Zuberi's father, or Zuberi's talking to his sister, one of those two, a prequel or a sequel. And it's a great game. It is a great game, and I hope that the studio is able to make more games in the future. I don't know much about this studio. I don't know. I don't keep track with every single thing with studios, so I don't know. Maybe I just hope. I have hope that the people that made this game will continue to make more games in the future, whether it's with this specific studio or in other studios and other projects. Because this was a good game, and I know it's not going to be winning any trophies or anything. But I just hope that one day it gets its credit by the people. Because at the end of the day, no matter if a game wins awards or high praise, it's more about if it leaves an impact on the people that play it. And to me, it's left an impact because I could see myself in in the story itself. If I had ever lost like my father or somebody close to me, I could see myself in this story. I could see. I love the cultural stuff that it showed, because we don't get a lot of stuff about other cultures. We only get so much about stuff, only fragments. This shares a lot of that cultural thing, whether it's the design of the paint on the people, the clothing they're wearing, the jewelry, the creatures that we're fighting, which are probably based on actual folklore creatures, the religion-like aspects. All of it is just beautiful. And I know I said this when just before we continued the story with Zuberi and all that, and I'm basically just reiterating it and rambling on. It's a good game. I honestly think it's a good game, and I hope that more people will come and play it at some point, because I think it's worth it. It's worth the experience. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Honestly, it is a solid 9 out of 10 at its heights, and an 8 at its lowest, which isn't that low, to be honest. There was never a dullish moment, only just slight frustrations or just little random annoyances which can easily be fixed in a future sequel or our spiritual successor to this game. So, yeah, that's my score. At its lowest points, an 8. At its highest, a 9. Overall, one of the better games, one of the best games I played of this year. And that says a lot because I played a decent amount of games. Granted, there are more games to come. There's, for instance, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 that I kind of want to play. Not sure for the channel just yet, but that is one of the few things of Warhammer that I've ever found interesting. There was Black Myth Wukong that came out recently that's also pretty good, and it's inspired off of Journey to the West and that type of Buddhist Chinese culture and all that. And yeah, at this point I'm just rambling. I'm just wanting to allow as much of the credits to be seen because a lot of these people deserve praise, especially the ones that wrote the story, that truly wrote the story, that designed everything. They deserve their praise. And yeah, all I gotta say at this point is something that the game has said multiple times. At the end of one story begins another. And though that this story has concluded, it is left open for future stories to be written, whether it's for this universe or for others for indie games. It also leaves open where we will go next for the channel's Let's Plays. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Seriously, I appreciate y'all watching every episode when you can, watching every chapter, watching every video when you can. I appreciate it. I try to say that when I can, but I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Because, as my channel name suggests, I am simply the humble ghost. You are all the nation. You are the people. You are the ones that allow me to do this. To share games, to share indie games, to share games I like and ones I want to try out. And I can't do it without y'all. So, thank you for everything. And I can't wait for our next journey to begin. And with that, we conclude our journey into Tales of Kenzera Zau. It has been a spectacular journey playing this game. I hope you all enjoyed this final chapter, and the series as a whole, as much as I do. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.